All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if the mic audio sounds good, hit that number 1, please. And if you can hear me and if the mic sounds good, hit that number 1, please. Greg. Uh-oh. Greg, John, Sherry, Curtis. All right, there we go. Now we get some people logging in here. Okay, perfect. Well, very quickly, for those of you, Steve, thank you. For those of you that watch this in the archive, thank you. But to be very just kind of upfront about things, this is completely viewer supported. So if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then code CLAY, all caps, is how you can help support the stream, which is case sensitive, so got to be all caps. But ultimately, it's helping save yourself money anyways. Any of these prop firms, whenever they're running deals or promotions, if you want to get that deal, if you want to get the promotion, just use code CLAY. And like I said, you'll save yourself some money and help support the stream. So for everybody that has used code CLAY, thank you very much. I recommend. I love Take Profit Trader. But, any of these prop firms, like I said, you can help save yourself some money and support the stream all at the same time. So I appreciate your consideration. And like I said, for those of you that have used it, I appreciate it very much. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Friday, June 19th. The year is 2026, and we are have a special situation here, given we are closing early today. So futures market closes at 1 p.m. Eastern today. Stock market, bond market, options market, they're all closed. But because futures are awesome, open for a little bit of time today. So we will we'll see what we can find. So this move here, yeah, like I said, had it scheduled for 9 a.m. and it happened. Why couldn't this move just have waited until like 9 when I was recording already and the live stream was going? But it just didn't work out that way. So kind of it is what it is at this point. And we'll see what happens. But hey, if this sort of by the way, was there any sort of news? I didn't have time to check out any of anything, but I just asked because while this move was going up, gold was going up, but oil, whoops, I got to roll this forward real quick. And then oil is dying. So, all right, there we go. Israel and Israel have agreed to ceasefire at 4 p.m. Okay, that would make sense because it seemed like not like huge news, but decent sized news. So that would make sense. Thank you, Jimmy. All right. So that is what caused. So hey, if we keep getting news like this, maybe we'll get some very, very quality action. That's one of those things where you feel kind of naughty, or at least I felt naughty trading it because I'm like, okay, is this actually volatile right now? Okay, I guess it's volatile, and it turned out to be okay. But on days like today, for me, I don't like these days in the sense of kind of the we'll call it the okay. I don't like expansion risk. What do I mean about so there's there's contraction risk, which I would say is probably not necessarily a risk, but there's an expansion risk. What is expansion risk? Well, that's what we have today. Meaning when things are going very, very slowly, there's not a whole lot going on, you can be tempted to maybe up your size. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but because things are going so slow, like, earlier here, just not a lot of movement. But then all of a sudden, if something happens and price movement, expands, that's where you can get absolutely destroyed, absolutely cooked because you're just, okay, slow, it's a slower day. And then, well, boom, it expands out and you can be absolutely roasted. Where on the flip side, let's say things are already very volatile. Things are moving all over the place. And then all of a sudden, things contract, aka the price gets very slow. Well, that's not really going to do you any damage because if I'm assuming you had already factored in your position size, so you had already that underway. So if things all of a sudden slow down, that's not going to cook you. Now, yeah, that'll get annoying because, oh man, now it's not moving nearly as quick as it was. But like that's from a risk standpoint, okay, that's more of an annoyance thing. Whereas right now, like I said, right here, perfect example of expansion risk. Nothing going on, pretty slow. All of a sudden it decides to get crazy. And if position size was off, I'm pretty sure that probably cooked some accounts. Does any of that make sense? Expansion risk versus contraction risk. And right now we are in a what I would argue an expansion risk environment, as all holidays are. Holidays are traditionally very kind of slow, but then all of a sudden if it expands for some reason, man, you can get cooked. I don't know if that made sense or not, but yeah, today the futures market closes at 1 p.m. Eastern. The markets close at 1 p.m. Eastern. Think it's going to be a busy open. Well, that's what's always. So this is the weird one because, so for example, if it was 4th of July, if it was Thanksgiving, if it was Christmas, then I mean it's kind of like a universally accepted thing. Like, okay, a lot of people are acknowledging this holiday. A lot of people are celebrating this holiday. So yeah, odds are probably going to be very, very little volume. But this holiday, I'm not quite sure it's at that level. To be fair, maybe it is. But so that's just my way of saying, I don't know, is open kind of like a normal one? Maybe not as big, but I don't know. This is a tricky one. If it was 4th of July, which I guess is coming soon. So on 4th of July, if I assuming I stream on that morning, I'll be pretty confident to say, yeah, I'm not expecting a whole lot because it's 4th of July. I don't think there's that many people in front of their computers. But like today, I'm not quite sure I mean, it's still a newer holiday, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of one of those weird ones. Yeah, banks being, again, yeah, agreed. Banks are closed, so that will present an issue, but like just people sitting like normal retail. In my mind, it's a safe assumption that normal retail traders on July 4th are out on Thanksgiving are not going to be around. On Christmas are not going to be around. But like today, I don't know how many people actually care or celebrate this. So yeah, that's just one of those things where I don't know how the open will go. So that was my long way of saying in answering Evil said I think it's going to be a busy open. Because also it's kind of an oxymoron because well, I don't know if it's a bit nonsensical because the futures market is already open. So at the open, what does that mean? Well, at what open? Nothing else is opening today. And therein lies kind of the trickiness because you're right. The stock market does not open at 9:30 a.m. today, which is usually what generates additional volume. But in past holidays, usually you see a little bit more movement at 9:30. You're trading holiday days. No, this is all an illusion. I am not here right now. I have not made any trades. So no, I'm not. This is an illusion, Philip, that you are hallucinating right now, Philip. You are still asleep. All these other messages you see are part of your dream. But no, I am not trading holidays. These right here are not what you see. Go back to just drift off, Philip, to another happy little dream. This is all just this is all an optical illusion. You feel like it's make believe, but yeah, sometimes trading does seem like it's yeah, I know like it's weird when you press buttons, especially in futures, and then you can see how much like money you just make in like a few seconds. Sometimes you're like, is this real? Why are you online if you're not trading? That's dumb. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I am not trading. I am not trade. I'm just here because all of you, especially you, momentous, are such fine folk. Oh, and assuming you're talking to me, maybe you might be talking to the other guy. I'm not sure now. Hey, Big Mama, you're 550 away. Good job. Well, you're getting there, John B, but one at a time. Well, I mean, Abel, nobody here is saying that volume's not going to come in at 9:30 a.m. Volume is coming in right now. I think what's on the table is the degree of volume that comes in. But yes, I think we can all find common ground that there will be volume at 9:30 a.m. I am interested in a trade if this thing wants to pull back to more so that area there. But getting along up here has me a little nervous. Getting short, I'm not sure I see any shorts. Maybe if it gets up around here just because it's been rejected several times. Hey, good morning, Timbo. What are you trading today? Dash, my brother, welcome to the wonderful world of futures. Yes, futures are open today, brother. Now, there is an early close, 1 p.m. Eastern, and then they'll open right back up again at 6 p.m. Eastern today. But yeah, man. See, dog, you think I understand. It's the internet. A lot of shady stuff. But I'm trying to tell you, brother, other people are trying to tell you futures are pretty cool. Hey, good morning, MKG. Bull flag. I mean, yeah, fine. I'd probably call this more a bull pennant, but am I going to get into a pillow fight with you over it? No. But I'd probably call that more of a bull pennant, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, John. Hey, Papacito. Yeah, there was some news. Somebody posted that earlier. Jimmy, if I remember right. I am open to maybe doing some NQ trades, but this felt, I was mentioning earlier, these NQ trades right here, it felt very naughty. On a day like today, it felt like I was playing with a match and gasoline was all around me, but thankfully I did not drop the match. Flag is technically a channel. So that's a flag. A pennant is technically like a rectangle or a wedge. There you go. But at the end of the day, they're both essentially saying the same thing. So story-wise, they're just saying there's a surge up. Now it's consolidating. But both agree there is consolidation. Now the formation of the consolidation, that's where you kind of get down in the weeds a little bit. But the general premise is the same. Big move up, now consolidating, now pulling back. I'm short. Ooh. Gotcha. So that's what I heard out my window was a walnut cracking. I thought it was a gunshot, Neil, but it's just that walnut. What did I miss? Yeah, you missed some good movement right here. I'm kidding. Well, I guess I'm not necessarily kidding because I don't know where you got short at. If you got short down here, then yeah, I'm hearing some walnuts getting cracked. Probably the move of the day. Yeah, probably. I cannot say I had on my bingo card 45. Yeah, basically a 100-point move on my card today within a couple minutes. Unless, of course, which is what happened, some sort of news came out. So yeah, assuming there is no more news, then I would assume that there's not going to be any more 150-point moves in a couple minutes. Hey, Andrew. I granted the A's session last night and the London Open and have to. So when did you sleep? If you traded the Asian session and the London Open. See, look at you, Dash, already reading futures. See, man? All you're doing is reading charts. And that's what's beautiful about charts is whether you're trading small caps or Forex or crypto, It's all the same story. Oh yeah, good call, Andrew. You are right. The spreads for quite a while were a bit bigger. So yeah, they do look like they have tightened up quite a bit. Went to bed at 3:30, woke up around 8. When's the last time you've gone outside? Paige, I'm getting a little worried. When is the last time you've gone outside and gotten some fresh air blown in your face? Let's see here. Yeah, so I'd probably call that the bull pennant right now. Looks like it will pop up, but maybe fake break. But maybe looks like it will go up, but maybe pump fake. Roger that. So John is thinking potentially a fake breakout. Again, for anybody confused, this is futures. The futures market is open today until 1 p.m. Eastern, and then it will open back up normal time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Is this NQ? You can see what I'm on by looking up here at that tab. I was 2 seconds from going wrong right before that candle. Well, good news is you should have some more opportunities, Neil. Still like this yellow line down here as a potential pullback area. But I'm also still skeptical. I don't know how aggressive and I necessarily want to be until we can get to at least 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I don't see you take too many bull pull patterns. Yeah, I'm not. If I had to choose between a bear flag and a bull flag, I'd choose a bear flag. But I'm sure some of you would say the exact opposite, and that's fine. I mean, that's just how trading goes. My lady put that maternal instinct documentary on last night, and it was horrible. What? Sorry, if I'm supposed to know what you're talking about, John, I don't. Hey, good morning, Leo. Isn't Neil in shorts? I think he's in Speedo. Isn't there issues going on with Iran USA deal? I mean, maybe. Well, but market don't care. Or at least it doesn't care as of this second. That's always subject to change in the next any amount of time. All right, Val Real. I think that's have a good right weekend too. Speedo for sure. That's right. Got some coconut oil on those butt cheeks, brown them right up, huh? Oh wait, no, that'd be a thong, huh? Never mind. Thong Speedo. That's what you're wearing. Hey, Sky Mountain, good to see you. All right, lower tread line here. Like I said, for me on the pullback, I'm just not interested in buying the pullback here at the trend line. If you were to buy that, I'm not calling you crazy. I can see what you're doing. You're just buying the lower trend line here. I'm outside, coffee, and at 6. Is the sun up yet, Neil? Out in California? Thank you, Disney. One little nitpick, though, Disney. Clay should technically be in all caps since it is case sensitive. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't mean to nitpick, but unfortunately, it is case sensitive, so I kind of have to nitpick. But thank you. I agree, though. Use code Clay. Feed some hungry children. Just breaking now. No sun. Bit light. Cool. Hey, Clay. Good trade idea. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not interested in the lower trend line here, but if you are, if anybody's going long, like I would never call you crazy. I see what you're doing. You're thinking, okay, we have this pennant-ish formation. We have this lower trend line. I want to get long. It's bound. Like I said, I get it. Not going to call you crazy, but I'm not. My loins are just not quite feeling it. But my loins can be wrong at times. I have a $400 payout. Do you think if I submit it right now, it will go through, or should I just wait? I had a payout approved really quick last night, so it could be. Like I submitted, so the dashboard updated around, I don't know, 7. Actually, could I figure this out? Just a minute. Maybe I don't need to speculate. Wait, no, it would still. Just a minute. Let me see. Maybe I can. Okay. So right here, 908. Yeah, I don't know. It was quick last night though. I just don't remember when exactly I requested it, but I remember from the time I requested it to when I got this email at 9:08 p.m. Eastern, it was pretty quick. I want to say like 20ish minutes, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Yeah, yeah. It was later. So I'm trying to recall last night what I was doing. Um, but you might. I guess saying you might. But yeah, when you're in payout territory, you got to just get in the routine of checking your account right around usually 8ish p.m. Eastern, because that's usually when the dashboard updates. And then yeah, they've been getting very quick at getting them like that same. I mean, you just saw the email right there at 9:08 p.m. Eastern. I had already had the payout or the money transferred into the wallet. It's different time. It's a different time every night. I don't know how any of that works. I'm not sure. I'm not going to step out of my lane as I have zero idea of, automated systems and websites. I would think that the dashboard would always update at the same time. And to be fair, I guess maybe it does. I can't say that I've ever run an experiment to see if, or I guess I don't even know how I would, but I don't think that it does. I don't know why it doesn't. But again, to be fair, maybe it does. Trying to, Soul Train, trying to just keep my head above water. But yeah, I mean, San, you might as well. You might as well submit it. I mean, why not? What do you got to lose? I mean, you're for sure not going to have any, you're for sure not going to be able to trade if you don't submit it. But if you do submit it, who knows? Maybe they, approve it in 20 minutes and then you can still get some trades in today. But from like a game theory standpoint, you will for sure not be able to make any trades if you do not at least request it. So you might as well request it and see what happens. Because that at least gives you a chance, brother. This is starting to my loins are starting to whisper to me. Maybe this is a good spot to get long. Yeah, pushed down through the trend line, but by no means did it collapse. It maintained nicely above the 21 EMA. I'm trying to get long here. I am long. Mm. Ooh, tough fills. Tough fills. Wow, can he? All right. So what I'm thinking right now is perhaps this is just a sideways range right now. Bounce, bounce. Here's another bounce. So if this is just trade the range, Clay. Okay, fine. I'm trying to trade the bottom of the range. Ooh, oil with quite the bounce here. Actually looks like a potential interesting short on oil. Getting short at 642. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lucas. He's going against me. I'm scared now. I'm trading against Lucas. This is not good. Not good. There we go. All right, that was an easier fill. Still could be a losing trade. It'll be slightly less of a losing trade because I did lock in a little bit of gains, but most importantly, controlled risk via position size by lowering my position size. I'm long to 700, huh? Oh, that's right. I forgot, Abel. You are now a sway trader these days. That's right. That's right. Never mind. My confusion quickly corrected itself. So yeah, if you could bounce, that would be great. Okay. I don't think the price is aware that the TPS reports are supposed to have cover sheets. We're gonna need you to go ahead and bounce now. Okay. Yeah, price action. Did you get that TPS report? Did you? Yeah, we're gonna need you to bounce. Okay. Okay, I took another one out. So again, still could be a losing trade. I guess I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it could still be a losing trade. Again, locked in a little bit more gains. Most importantly, controlled risk via position size. Next target will be up there. 5 minutes to open. Thank you, sir. Put a stop below that low. So technically, I'd be losing a little bit of money on those three shares if I get stopped out here. But I think it'd still be an overall green trade. Very, very minimal green trade. I guess still, I haven't done the math, and depending on slippage, I guess it could still theoretically be a small loser, but we'll see. Hey, Bat. Shares? Did I say shares? Hey, good morning, Ace. If I said shares, oh man, I'm still trying to break 17 year or 18 years or so of stock lingo. Hey, Booger. See, this is what I mean by expansion risk, right? So slow. And if all of a sudden things start to go crazy, man, that's where you can get in trouble. If the volatility starts to expand. Friday have to correct. Yes, today the market closes at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then it opens back up at normal time, 6 p.m. Eastern. I don't know how much expansion we're going to get at open. We'll see. I'm hoping we get a little bit more spice, but Abel, I think you might be a little disappointed. But you know what? I hope I'm wrong. Because if I'm wrong, that means we're getting some good spice. All right. Just I think I'll hold into open. I mean, we'll see. If I can survive until open. I technically green one trade stopped out for 17. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Abel is right, and this thing is just about to go boom up to 700 is his target. I would not complain if Abel is right. Yeah. I spent some time on the 1 minute, but yeah, 2 minute is I've been using 2 minute a long time. That's right. Be right, Abel. I hope Abel is also looking for John Connor, right? He's been sent back from the future and he already knows. All right, we have 2 minutes until the open that's not really an open. Yeah, Abel is long with a target of 700. He thinks we're going to get a lot of spice at the open. You have a stop at 570. Dude, you might just be waiting all day long. You only have like 4 hours for one of those things to get hit. Okay, 1 minute. We'll see if it makes any difference. 9:30. That's true. If you talk to Barbara, then it's money in the bank. Hey, Daniel. All right. Open, kind of, sort of. We'll see if it makes any difference. You know what I should be doing here, though? I should put one up here just in case it really spikes up all of a sudden. Okay. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Yeah. Hey, get up there. Hit this one. Okay, let's just go for this right here. Get up there, brother. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Come on, Abel. Be right. Get up there for 700. That's a good call. I'm joining Abel right there. That's good call. Right there, 700. For Abel! No, for Abel, no. Now it'll probably go, oh, uh-oh. Oh, dear. Abel? Abel, blink twice if you're okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, uh-oh. Somebody check on Abel. He's over in the UK somewhere. Okay, he's still alive. He just, okay. Whew. You scared us, Abel. You scared us, brother. So there we go. 9:30. Yeah. Got some spice. So now my question is, if we come back down here, hey, to be fair, the trade the range people, okay, I traded the range. Look at that. Look at me, Mom. I'm a real boy now. But now all of a sudden it looks like the top of the range went back to being a range. Fake break down below it, and then right there, at least as of now, it has served as the rejection point. So who knows? Is this just going to be the range the entire day? It's just like, is this going to be our ATM machine where you just buy, sell short, buy, cover short? Did I say morning, Boston? I don't know. But good morning, Boston. Can you add realize me at bottom for eval if we can? Could you please? Arslan, I think if I'm understanding what you're asking, this video will help out. Basically, how do you set up your platform? I think that's what you're asking. So yes, part of all that is right there in terms of, not that I'm saying that's how you have to set things up. Uh-oh. Abel! I know you're okay, Abel. Your stop is like down in Timbuktu down here. I think we should at least retest the stack. Yeah, exactly. I think we'll at least retest the Smeagol too. Yeah, we're heading down to the Smeagol level. So if this is my premise, which I think it is, that we're in a range, right now we're kind of in the middle. So I'm not looking to diddle in the middle. Gonna send Abel a piece of Mom's meatloaf for that call out. What? So is that I don't get it. Because it didn't hit. It did not hit 700. So is sending him a meatloaf like because you're upset at him because it didn't hit what he called out? Gonna be in the house. I hope so. I hope so. There might be the electric inspection might be today. And then the guy that's kind of like co-GCing it with me. He was meeting out there with the installation guy. So things continue to move. I think we might break the bird beak pattern. Could be. Could be. Good old, that's what bird beaks were made for, to be broken. This man promotes animal cruelty. Listen, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Uh-oh, am I about... Oh, Doc Soul. Look at that 5-minute. Down. That's kind of a scary candle. I think I'm out this morning. Paige, I think you need to go outside. That's what I think. I think you are addicted to futures and need to just go outside. That's what I think you need to just forget about futures for a while. They seem to be like, you may not be a crackhead or a meth head, but you might be a futures head. That's not good. We don't want to be futures head. Just like we don't want to be a crackhead or a meth head, we also don't want to be a futures head. You not lying. Well, I mean, dude, I can tell, brother. You're trading Asia session. You're trading London. You slept like 3.5 hours last night. You're already up again. Go outside. Feel that breeze in your face. Listen to little birds chirp. Prance around in the field as butterflies fly all around you. You were all along. I felt like it was going to bounce. I gotten. Well, here's how you'll never figure out the puzzle. The sooner you realize you'll never figure out the puzzle, the quicker you'll be like, all right, so in other words, I got to really get good at managing risk. Have you ever looked at the manual lockout feature? I have not done the manual lockout feature, but I know a lot of people have, and I think it locks out all your accounts. So I'll put it this way: I've had some people say, "Oh crap, I did the manual lockout, and now I can't trade anything." Check your pipes for leaks. I don't think I irritated anybody, but that's not a bad thought. Yeah, exactly. And you probably didn't even sleep that good because you were thinking about your like left eye was twitching. Man, I wish I was in front of my computer right now. What's up, Clay? Got that stable horse trained up. As in you already passed another eval W4? Is that what you're saying? What do you mean trained up? This range is kind of tricky. Twice now, upper shadows, which are just showing fake breakouts to the upside. Good job, W4. Well, I mean, like I said, in the spirit of the racehorse, I'm not saying you have to do what I did, but like, I don't think many people would call you. Well, at some point, I guess W4. The question is, do you ever want to do you ever want to do copy trading? With the way you are crushing it, I hope you're at least seriously considering copy trading, or at least let me put it this way: you should at least give it a try. You should at least give it a try. So on that note, it would probably behoove you to get another horse in training. Okay, you should though. You should definitely give copy trading a try. Which, with as smoothly as you are progressing through all this, it is certainly worth a try. I want another horse, but I need withdrawal. Fair enough. Yeah, we all got a little different pictures, obviously. Jimmy copy trades. There we go. Who do you use as your copy trader, Jimmy? Just the built-in Tradeovate platform or something else? All right, wondering if I want a short up here. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that out. I'm sorry I asked. I hate that company. I'm sorry I asked. Bunch of scum. Anyways, we'll move on. Good job, Jimmy, though. I'm glad you're copy trading. I'm glad it's working great. All right, if this comes up here to around this level, I will throw a short in down here to see if I can get filled, see if it wants to reject once again. To be fair, it's having a hard time rolling over now, but thinking 681 short. Gotcha. Again, markets close at 1 p.m. I wonder how many times I'm going to say this today. Markets close at 1 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Can you not change to Tradeovate, JJ? Are you rage baiting right now? Are you joking around? I just asked that because I literally just said the time. So I'm assuming that you're just joking around by rage baiting me by asking me something I just talked about, or did you literally just show up and this was like the worst timing ever? I've got a 25K 30 away from the. I mean, you could theoretically just with like MNQs and trying to scalp real quick. So in other words, take a trade and I don't know, try to make 15 bucks. Now all of a sudden your drawdown's at 45. Take another one, try to make another 15 bucks, 25. Try to get that drawdown up to 100. So you could. Yeah, I guess I don't know how that works. In my mind, couldn't you just download Take or Tradeovate and then use their login criteria? Because on your Take Profit Trader dashboard, do they not have Tradeovate login information for you? You brought one back from $2. No, no, don't believe that. Nope, I'm sorry. You know I love you, Slow Morrow, but I don't see how could you have brought something back from $2 drawdown? Worst timing. Okay. Markets close at 1 p.m. Eastern today. And then they open back up normally at their normal time. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. No, they don't open up. It's Friday. Okay, I've been giving fake news. I keep saying they close at 1 and then they open back up at 6, but no, it's Friday. It's Friday. So no, they close at 1 p.m. Eastern today and then they open back up normally scheduled at Sunday at 6 p.m. Dang, I've been lying to you guys. How come nobody called me out? I keep forgetting today's Friday, huh? Clay, you know my favorite song? Yeah, whatever one I'm singing currently. I did. I was guilty of fake news. It is a good song. Hey, Captain Crunch, you scumbag for poisoning our children with your food dyes. It's great to see you though, brother. Even though you are one of the dirtier rats that visits these parts. My buddy brought a test back from 23. Well, I mean, $2 is going to be hard to beat. I don't even know how that's possible. I mean, I do know how it's possible. Like you absolutely have you've nailed the entry point with like zero movement against you. But like to do that without any movement at all, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, power base hits W4. Dang, look at you, Captain Crunch. Krista doesn't even say hi to me. Krista said hi to you, though. That's crazy. Choosing to say hi to you, a poisoner of our children with food dyes over such a pleasant little peach like I am, that's crazy. I've never been so insulted in my life. Oh, there we go, Krista. That's better. Thank you. I'll never forget it though. You chose Captain Crunch over me. It's crazy. Mr. Food Dye. All right, have a good one, Paige. Go outside, you future's head. Yeah, it seems like the new range is up here, though, now. Like the new top of the range is like right there. Isn't the market closed today? Yeah, it's closed. You are just hallucinating right now. These numbers are not moving. They are not moving, Dean. Do not panic. Right, everybody? Chat, give me a 5. The market is closed right now. Dean is hallucinating. Give me a 5, right? See? See? Look at that, Dean. You're hallucinating, brother. It's okay. Just you need a little bit more sleep. That's right. Pre-recorded live programming, even with the date down here. You can, as I scroll back and forth, look at that. That's all Photoshop where it says 6/19, 2026, 940. That's right. Replay mode. Dude, we're a bunch of jerks. Look, we all that was perfect gaslighting. Man, just like we practiced yesterday. Good job, everybody. We're a bunch of scumbags. That's right, Nate. That is the only logical way. Time traveling. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. What was that? What was that? Whoa. That got a little spicy for a second. A little spice. I kind of want to get long. Seeing it come back up, we're getting a hammer for him. 21 EMA right now doing work. Miniature fake break. Miniature fake break. I think those people that start saying crap like that just lost their account and are did I miss something, Leo? Did we have somebody show up saying some stuff? Crap like that. Like what? Did I miss something, Leo? Red news on financial juice traders lift. Red news on financial juice. Red news. I don't think we have any really big news thing. I mean, this was news right here about Israel and what, Hezbollah or something, saying they'll have a ceasefire that'll probably last all of about 13 minutes. I heard 21 EMA. Well, you heard right. So yeah, 21 EMA. Pink line is the 200 SMA. Purple line is the 50 SMA, and that is the VWAP. Then I like candlesticks, some trend lines, the VWAP. Or I think I already said VWAP. As usual, Lauren randomly burst out laughing while working. My co-hosts don't understand. Did Lauren just refer to herself in the third person? You're welcome, Ravs. Welcome. Good to have you. Well, to be fair, my original range was right here. But I guess if anything, this just proves range. This is one reason why range is, it's not very easy to trade the range because range can tend to shift. But has it shifted or is it still the old range? Just little things like that. That's what makes it challenging. We're actually grinding up the. I'm bad at golf. Well, there's only one way to get better at golf, and that's just don't do it anymore. Maybe someday we'll have to do wait, okay, I'm thinking about a long here. I am long. Come on, momentum. Keep going, brother. I am long. Blue line is my entry. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I bought what I thought was the breakout of the range, but right now it's looking like the range is continuing to hold strong. But we'll see. Do you think we will revisit that huge candle? What do you mean by revisit? Like go back down to where it started? It's a New York range as opposed to the London range? No, incorrect. This is the Swahili range. It is neither the London or the US. This I am currently trying to trade the Swahili range. What is this range? Oh, I just told you it's the Swahili range. Ooh, ooh. Keep coming up. We could have a beautiful candle here. This stupid yellow line. Who put that there? What beautiful idiot put that line there? Should I delete it out? Maybe that'll help the price go up. Isn't that how trading works? If I just delete this yellow line out, it'll go up. Dubai chocolate range? No, that was yesterday. Yeah, interesting thought, Captain Crunch. I can see that. No, I highly disagree, Daniel. I think that was on Thursday. This stupid range. Get out of the way. Dude, what is that level right there? 82? 682, I guess, is kind of the key level that needs to be broken. This range is brutal. Well, why don't you just short up there? Okay, fine, fine. In hindsight, yeah, maybe I should have shorted. But when I got in, man, it was looking like it was about to break up through. That's the ORB. No, it's the ABC. Yeah, maybe there is a little bit of a rising wedge forming. No, well, I think it's a 2-minute ORB. How about them apples? I think it's a 60-second ORB. How about them apples, you dense? We're in the 47.32 second ORB, fellas. I mean, it does seem like if we can actually truly break this range, that somebody no, get back up there. Am I being greedy? I'm gonna let it cook. Get up there. Hit me, brother. Hit me. Am I being stupid? Because this could easily just snap against me. I don't know what just happened, but it could really snap against me. And I'm not taking anything. Come on, at least hit that first target. Thank you, brother. Okay, fine. I'll be responsible now. Let me put my stop at least in green territory now. Come on, keep coming up here, brother. Come on, hit Abel's spot. All right, I'm stopped out. The 30-minute ORB holds more weight. Nah, I disagree. Disagree. The 25.2 second ORB holds more weight. It's got a chance to West Virginia. It's close. To Abel's West Virginia right there. Yeah, I actually made a gold trade yesterday, did I? Did I, Dave? What was it? 110 bucks, I think? Close, W4. It's close. I wouldn't quite call it that, but it's close. I can see why you would say that. I made off of a 5 minute, yeah. I do agree though. If I were to have to choose, I'd probably say the 30-minute orb would have the most weight just because it's got probably the most people watching it, therefore the most potential self-fulfilling prophecies. I'm sure the 15-minute orb are like, no, it's the 50. Okay. There's only one way to settle this. A duel to the death. A duel to the death. 15-minute orb cultist versus 30-minute orb cultist. Shut your mouth, you little candlestick cultist. I am a candlestick cultist. That is fair. I love me some candlesticks. Walnut crack. Yeah. Love a walnut crack. Yeah, that's even better. All right, so do I buy at the L line now with the idea that this area of resistance has been broken? Will this area of resistance now be a support? Gold is actually dropping right now. It's Friday. Candlesticks pay for broomsticks. There we go. What are people doing this weekend? My wife comes back tomorrow. So depending on when they leave, probably won't get back till late. So yeah, I got some house. Not that I ripped the house apart, but I gotta clean. I got some house cleaning to do tomorrow. What else do I have to do? I try to pick up as I go, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like I think for at least me, it's like the bachelor mode instinctively kicks in, and like there's a voice in the back of my head that's like, "You can pick up that bag of chips later, dog. Hey, brother, it'll be okay, brother." But you got to be careful because then before you know it, you have 37 bags of chips sitting somewhere. And it's like, well, wait a second, what just happened? Get some flowers and a gold bracelet for the wife. Huh? That's actually a very kind idea. That's very kind. But I'm trying to build a house right now. I can't afford gold bracelets. Nate, are you somebody recently was said they're in Davenport. Was that you, Nate, or do I have you confused with somebody else? Celebrating your mother-in-law's birthday. Very cool. Supermarket shopping and the beach. Cool. I love how you say supermarket shopping. I would just call it grocery shopping, but hey, pick her something up from Goodwill. No, that defeats the purpose. She likes to go for the adventure of it. All right. No, wait. You didn't do that to Abel, did you? Oh, you dirty rat. Abel's sitting up here at 700. And then you get that close, you make him feel warm and fuzzy in his loins, and then you just kick him in his loins. That's crazy. The market is so mean. Think about Abel. We have a real life case study. Abel's looking for 700. The price is right here, looking strong, strong volume. He's feeling so good in his loins. And then just like that, steel toe boot to the loins. Oh yeah, Father's Day. I gotta get myself a note. I gotta get something from my dad. But yeah, happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. I'm smoking a couple of briskets this weekend. Let's go. Cool. That's great. How you don't have to tell me. How old are your daughters though? Because I look forward to doing that someday. Right now, the daughters, they can pretty much just handle 22. 22s. But yeah, I look forward to that when they get a little bit older to. Well, for us, it won't be go to the range. We'll just go somewhere else, somewhere on the property. That was nasty, Neil. That was nasty. 25 and 16. Very cool. Thank you, Curtis. Same to you if it applies. All right. Oh, I was thinking about a long, but I hesitated, and now it seems like it might just be a chase. So let's do this instead. If it wants to come back down here. No, wait, I want 5. I'll look for a long at the green line there. And the market makers also watch this stream. That's true. It's true. Everybody is out to get us at all times, in all facets of life. Life has nothing to do with your personal choices. It's all because somebody else is out to get you. 100%. Cool, W4. That's awesome. I was thinking of you yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? We had somebody named Dash showed up. Small cap guy. He was open. He was open ears. Sounds like he might be interested, but I was hoping you were here to kind of, or were you? No, I don't think you were here. I was like, oh, I wish W4 was here. You could tell this guy, hey brother, I know I was just recently in your shoes. All right, well I'll cancel that one out. Oh, by the way, that orange line here, if you're wondering, is the previous session close. I don't know why. I have no theories. All I know is from my observation, the market tends to care about that level. So again, is it a holy grail? No. Is it something you might want to try? I think it's worth at least experimenting with. Not nearly as strongly. I think everybody should at least try the 21 EMA and see what you think about it. Previous session close. I do think you should try it, but my opinion is not nearly as strong as it is with the 21 EMA. All right, Johnny, appreciate it. Mapping things out. think I'm gonna. I don't know. Maybe I should leave this here. If this range goes back to being a range again, which yeah, kind of does. When you look right there, so it broke above the range, fake break, fell back inside, rejection, fake break. So yeah, I'll leave the yellow line here for a while. Yeah, Dash, are you still here by any chance? Maybe he is. Maybe he's just lurking in the shadows. It's hard for me to trust anything here because if this is back to being a range and we're back to these fake breakouts here, I don't know if I want to buy that breakout. Could somebody hop on Twitter real quick and just do a fake news post? So we can get some more action. Let's see. If I want to break out, what would cause a breakout? What kind of news would cause a breakout? World peace declared. What would be? Yeah, what world peace? What? Okay, would let's say we had inside information and we knew that world peace was about to be announced. Do you go long or short world peace? How do you think the markets would react to that? I think I would. So that I would say that was kind of a trick question. I would say that I didn't give enough information. What is being done for world peace? Like I don't know if it's having like a huge like if it's eroding away economics in some way or form. Like yeah, XYZ from an economic standpoint is going to suffer, but we have world peace. I don't know. That sounds like it's a short world peace. So yeah, technically I would say I did not really give enough information. But that also just illustrates just because you have inside information about something, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure you know how the market's going to react to it? Hey, AMS. No, under my hypothetical cam, it's like real news. It would be real news. Like we have inside information. World peace is about to be announced, and it's actually true. Under my hypothetical, I saw this headline: strikingly handsome mass villain terrorizes. Slow Morrow. I have no idea. Anyways, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, have you ever tried the 15 minutes for your trades? I have not. No, I could be wrong, but at well, okay. Let me take a step back. Could you use the 15-minute to locate a key support or a key resistance or key something and then translate that down to the 2-minute for a scalpy scalp? Sure. Yeah, absolutely you could. But if you're using like let me put it this way, if the 15-minute is like your main time frame, I would assume you're a sway trader. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not a sway trader, therefore no, I don't really the 15 minutes not really anything. How about a 7-year peace treaty between Israel? So are you saying if we had that as inside information, Southpaw, would that be a long or short? By calls or puts? I don't know. That's what I mean. Nothing is like, again, we all have inside information. Cancer is cured. Do you go long or short that information? Again, it's true. Cancer is cured. We have inside information. It has not been announced yet. Do you go long or short? Yeah, that I almost think that's a short because how much even technology stocks like pharmaceutical companies that use technology and certain pieces of technology, like how does that actually work? I don't know if it's as again bullish for humanity, but like on the premise of we have inside information, how can we make money from it? I'm just not quite sure everything is as black and as white as what it seems. When people are like, oh, they just make so much money because they have inside information. It's like, uh, I don't know. I always found those kind of interesting thought exercises. If we had inside information on this, what would you do? And usually it's not universal, which just goes to show, yeah, at the end of the day, you can see why the markets kind of do their own thing because there's always a bunch of opinions, right? The market is just a bunch of opinions, and you're just trying to figure out, you're trying to put yourself in the majority opinion, right? That's what an uptrend is, right? An uptrend is the majority opinion is this thing wants to go higher. That's why there are more buyers and sellers. Problem with the market is opinions change, right? And we call those reversals. At some point, people are going to be like, nah, no, no, nope. So that ultimately, that is the goal of trading. We want to be with the majority of the opinion. We want to be where, and majority of the opinion is not the number of people that think something, it's the majority of the dollar opinion. Your hypothetical is much different than war-related inside info. Brent, the point is this: the point of the hypothetical is to hopefully illustrate just because you have inside information, not quite sure that just guarantees you make money because you still got to figure out, well, how's the market going to react to this information? That was the point I was trying to get across there. Clay, you have inside information that Israel launches an attack on Iran today at noon. You're not shorting oil at 11:55. No. No. Nope. I've seen Hey, discipline. I Are you asking me like what okay, what in what scope? Like a modest position, all in, or what? Like in what sense? Because I would agree with that. It'd probably be wise to long oil, but I would never go all in. That's kind of my point. Would I go all in that news? I would never go in all. I would never do all in anything, even if I had inside information. But yeah, would I take a modest swing on oil if I knew that Iran or that thing was going to ramp back up? Would I take a swing at oil on the long side because I thought oil would go up? Sure, I'd take a modest swing. But am I going all in? No. And that's what illustrates my point. Inside information does not guarantee anything because you just never know. Am I sure the market is going to react in a certain way? And I think the longer you're around, the more you understand that because the more you're around, the more and stuff you'll see where you'll see a headline and you'll think bullish, and then you'll see like it getting hammered, or you'll see something like, oh, that is bad, and then you'll see prices going up. Agreed, Cam. Even with inside information, I fully agree, which illustrates the point. Too many people in their mind, this is how it works. Inside information guarantees profit. It's like, no, that's not how the markets work, because the markets sometimes are bonkers. All right, maybe along here, maybe. Oh, ducks. Oh. Beautiful bounce off the 21 EMA. Nice hammer forming. So because of that, I'm taking a swing. Did I not hit? Hey, did I miss it or did I not click? What was that? All right, now I got to run a test. All right, I guess maybe I missed it. Well, I mean, John, just because the odds are in your favor doesn't mean that it can't. It doesn't mean that odds in your favor is still not a guarantee. At most, the most I was ever able to bet on one trade was 75%. That is wild, Cam. That's just pure degeneracy. That's crazy. But also, we need more context. If you're some young dude with nobody else dependent on you, then I guess fine. But if you're a parent of kids and stuff and people are depending on you and you do stuff like that, that's just pure irresponsibility. So I guess I'll pull back on calling you a pure and unadulterated degenerate for you to have bet 75% of your net worth on something, because I guess I don't know your personal situation. Well, I mean, everybody's making bank long term because markets go up over time. Yeah, that's a good point about, yeah, exactly. GameStop. But yeah, John, do they maybe have better odds to make more over the long term? Sure, sure. But my only point is there's too much in the media that it's just like, oh, these people are, they got the inside information. And it's like, well, kind of, yeah. But too many, like I said, my only point is this: too many people's minds operate like this, which is a lack of understanding of the markets. Too many people's minds go, inside information equals making money. And that is just not true. And we've illustrated this by these hypotheticals. Like, okay, let's say this is the news. Who's going all in? And most of you, as far as I can say, are like, well, I'm not going to go all in. Well, why are you saying that? Because you realize, well, crap, I'm not quite sure how the market's going to react to it. I can think this is good news, but over my career, I've seen plenty of things that I thought were good news, and then the price is going down. Free markets open on Sunday at 6 p.m. So they're kind of open on the weekends. Not really, though, but kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just misclicked. I really did try a buy, or I thought I was clicking a buy, and I must have just not been on. I'm not sure what happened there. We are at the top of this range, though, which continues to be very annoying. Again, Cam, I need more details, though. When you bet 75% of your net worth I mean, do you have a family depending on you? Did you have young children depending on you? Or are you a single dude living in your mom's basement? You know, we have extremes here. Single dude living in your mom's basement at age 17, okay, and 75% of your net worth is 75 bucks. That's a little, you know what I mean? We need more context. I just risked 100% of my net worth on this. Yeah, what's your net worth? Well, $50. Oh, okay. Single dude living with my mom here and loving it. And that's fine. You're 19. Now, Zooks, if you're still here at 29 and you're still reporting that, brother, we're going to have a talk. And I may bring a paddle to this talk. I may say, Zooks, you see that tree out there? Go cut yourself down a switch and bring it to this talk. So I'm giving you 10 years, Zooks. Okay. So yeah, that's not whatever then. I Cam, at that point, I don't care. Like if you're single, no family or dependents, then okay, fine. That's way different than being 36 with 3 kids and stuff like that. Go big or lose home. Again, I really don't. I mean, as a real estate investor, I'm not going to complain about that if I can get myself, you know, a good deal. Well, that's what I mean. Okay, family is implied as are people literally dependent on you like young children. Again, if you well, I'm 75, all my kids are out of the house. Okay, well they're not dependent on you anymore. So I'm assuming that we can all recognize these points of distinction. When I say family and dependent on you, I'm assuming your brain can connect the dots that I'm saying, like at-home children that are like, you know, like literally dependent on you. Like it's a 7-year-old. I miss the days living with mom and dad and no kid. Dang, don't let your kids know you said that. I won't tell them, Viper Trent, but good grief. I hope your kids don't read that message. Was thinking we would have more movement today. Really? I don't think the movement's been that terrible given the context. Especially this. This was very nice. And this right here, again, I started the live stream today at 9 and typical. Why couldn't they have waited 10 more minutes? But yeah, so the majority of this came right here before I could even get the stream up and rolling. All I'm saying, Viper Trent, I don't doubt that for a second. I'm just saying maybe that comment you wouldn't want to share with them. Yeah, the foreclosure auctions. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And also with Zooks, I know he does, he has like his, I don't want, correct me if I'm wrong, Zooks, but he's got like an online marketing agency or something. So yes, he lives in his mom's basement, but he does he has his own business, which is awesome at a 19-year-old, and all that sort of stuff. So in fact, I think he's being smart. Like if you are contributing, if you are doing stuff and you're like, your purpose is, well, if my parents are okay with me living at home, and even if I have to pay a small amount of rent, but that can help me like create more positive cash flow to accomplish goal XYZ. I'm all for like people living in their parents' basement. But like if Zooks was like, hey brother, I stole my mom's credit card. I'm just YOLOing prop accounts. I have no job. I make no money. Okay, that's where I'm like, all right, brother, we need to have a serious discussion. Yeah, Brent, I don't think this was terrible. Again, given it's for a holiday trading, this, even if we just, this channel here was still, I don't know, 40 up to So like 35-point range. I mean, there's still money to be made on 30. Like I said, I've chipped away a little bit. You're a sweetheart, Zooks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basement dwellers. If that's how we're defining basement dwellers as play video games 24/7, then yeah. And you're well, I guess really at any age, but yeah. How did okay. Man, it's crazy how one comment opens up a whole rabbit hole. And Cam's I once YOLO not he didn't say YOLO'd, but I once well it's kind of nah, I don't is it a YOLO or not, but put 75% of his net worth on one trade. That's right. That's what opened up this discussion. This, yeah, I guess I guess you just short this. There it is. I'm gonna. Ooh, that was scary. That stop. It definitely hesitated before it popped up. Let me do some tests again. What? Okay, it totally just did it there. I clicked for sure without doubt and nothing showed up. So that's what happened up there. So Tradovate's being a little goofy for me. You guys might have even heard it. And that was definitely a left click. Oh yeah, there's something. Oh yeah, there they are. Doc Soul. All right, that was good. That was clean. That was clean. That was clean. Okay. Again, I don't really care, Cam, what you're doing. If you have zero people that are depending on you, then yeah, whatever, man. However, this is the point where I will care. If you go and lose it all, and then you expect me to start to pay for you out of my tax dollars because of your degenerate decisions, that's where I have a problem. But if you're like, no, Clay, if I YOLO and I lose it all, I will not ask for your taxpayer dollars to support now my bad decisions. I will go out and I will remake that money, even if it means I have to deliver pizzas. If that is you, Cam, then I have zero problems with your game plan. It's not about confidence in your strategy. My point is this: no strategy is foolproof. People can go on tilt, blah, blah, blah. Again, I don't care. Do whatever you want financially. My problem becomes if you expect me, a taxpayer, to eventually bail you out of your poor, reckless decisions. But if you're like, no, Clay, if I lose it all, I will not hit up the government expecting, for Clay and other taxpayers to bail me out of my decisions. I will go out there and I'll just make the money back by working part-time jobs. I have zero problems with that. Oh boy, that's crazy. Who just said that? R. Potter. Let's change that real quick. Okay, I'm long. No, what? No. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't even tell me that I just get cooked now. I guess I could get out. It's if the goal is just to get off that number. Uh-oh. This is like a theology trade here. What strategy use? Theology concepts. Uh-oh. All right, Cam. Well, as long as you're not expecting me to bail out your decisions, then so be it. Go for it, brother. I wish you all the best. I actually did like that trade. And I still do. I mean, we're just kind of chopping around this area. I might throw in another one, just see if we can get... See if we can get a bounce here now off that purple line, which is the 50 SMA. I'm going to buy a couple more right there. Again, looking to play the bouncer up off of the 50 SMA. We'll add at the blue line and give me a whopping total of 4 MNQ. I'm in. Oh, I was going to say, I don't like how I was struggling at the 21 EMA. So I tried to hop out there, but as you saw, it did not get filled. All right, brother. Well, you're either going to bounce or you're going to stop me out. Those are our two decisions here, brother. The ball is in your court. Like I said, we're either getting the bounce off the 50 SMA or we're not. It's not the weekend yet, John. It is Friday, brother. The futures market does close early today. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Oh, wow. All right, well. What the? Huh? Do you guys... Huh? Do you guys see... Huh? Okay, let's see if we can get a bounce here. I mean, come on. Just bounce off the 50. Let's go. Isn't the straight... Frank, what are you talking about? Frank, you been sucking back on Grandpa's old cough medicine? And I cried freedom, dancing in the night with a... And we got a 7 in there too now. That was wild. That was wild. Some days I feel like I live in a simulation. That was crazy. This freaking lineup here, though, this channel is crazy. I mean, that's so it hasn't really. I guess it's been a range, but my range has been wrong to the downside. But this line here has been just nutso. Yeah. What? 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 Frank, you're just like saying random things. Did I miss conversation? Does that fit in somewhere? Maybe. Okay. To be fair to you, maybe I missed something that I didn't quite. As it stands now, your comment seems very out of the. I like just like you just saying I love lamp, but maybe I missed something. Yeah, I've not seen anything where that comment makes any sense at all, but maybe I missed it. What news? Are you saying there is breaking news or something? What is your source? And this news just came out? Well, either way, if that news just did come out, it doesn't seem like the market cares much. Because here is oil doing a whole lot of nothing on that news. Assuming it. So there's one of two things. The news is just not true, or the market just doesn't care. So those are our two possibilities. Either fake news or it's true news, but the market just doesn't care. John, only you can answer that question. Just like only you can prevent forest fires, brother. This really does seem like it wants to break out now, right? Look at this thing. It wants to break, doesn't it? I'm going for it. And we basically have this like ascending triangle right here. So I'm trying to play an ascending triangle. Essentially, the bottom part of the ascending triangle I would just I'm using is the 50 SMA right there. But yes, this trend line's a little bendy, but you get the general idea. So just trying to play an ascending triangle breakout. I did anticipate the break though. There was no break, so I did not wait for confirmation, which could get sketchy. In the gravity of the chop zone? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, Freenet, I'm in the middle of a trade right now, so probably not. No, you're asking me tax questions? Brother, talk to a local tax provider. I don't go into the world of taxes. I don't know anything about your local tax law. Do not Do not ask people on the internet for tax advice. Talk to a local qualified tax professional. The news was Russia cut interest rates. Okay, well, it's looking like these markets do not care about Russia interest rate cuts, as far as I can tell. Another lower shadow forming. Come on, lower shadows. Let's deliver finally for once. Come on, brother. Get up there. Come on, ascending triangle. Break. Just in case of spike, I should probably get some up here. That's all. Come on. Get above that yellow line, brother. Come on, ascending triangle. Come on, bulls. Look at right at that yellow. Who put that yellow line in there? Freaking idiot. I want to punch that guy in the face. It's probably a beautiful face, but I'll still punch him in the face no matter what. Who put that yellow line there? Unbelievable. Why does that guy have to be so accurate? I hate that guy. What time does the market close today? 1 p.m. Eastern. And then it opens back up Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I really do think I should just delete the yellow line. I think if I delete the yellow line, it will actually be able to make the move up. I think that's how trading works. It's almost like the price is scared of the yellow line. So if I delete it out, maybe the price will come back up here because it's not like, oh, look, it's gone. Should I try it? Maybe that's the secret to trading. You just delete lines off. Weeble took it. Took what? But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Here, run free, bulls. Run free. Run free. Run free. There is no yellow line. It was simply a figment of your imagination. It's time to run free, my friends. Let it go. Let it go. Run free across the prairie. Okay. I don't think it realizes yet that there's no yellow line. I think the bulls, it's like Pavlov's dog right now. The bulls don't realize that there is no fence. Yeah, the fence is gone. They just don't realize it yet. Your yellow line is a 15-minute range. Isn't that weird how I cannot follow stuff like that and I'm still putting lines at those levels? Isn't that kind of crazy? There it is. See? They realize the fence is gone. Run free. Uh-oh. No. Watch out for the little holes in the ground. Don't break your ankles. Wah. Wah. I was up like crazy this morning while sleeping. Now I'm down. Always working like that. Now, what do you mean you're down? I'm sorry, Frina. When I hear now I'm down, I'm thinking like now you're down money on the day. But if I remember right, you don't do futures yet. So like, what exactly are you down? Because what you normally do, those markets are closed. There you go. Run free. Run free. See? That's all you got to do is you just got to get rid of the fences. That's all. Get rid of the fences and then give the bulls a second to realize the fence is gone. And then there you go. See? That's right. I'm just letting the ponies run. Is this finally the time where Abel gets his 700? I'm scalping NQ. All right. Oh, Chuck. Chuck he's thinking, put that fence back in so it can't. Let me keep moving my stop up some. Keep running free, Bowles. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. That was crazy. I can't believe all I had to do was delete that yellow line. Who knew? Who knew trading was this easy? It's only taken me 20 years to figure that out. Just delete the annotations. This, I never claimed to be smart. It took me 20 years to realize trading's that hard or that easy. Yeah, it's like Run with the Bulls over in Spain. Is that like a holiday in Spain, the Run with the Bulls thing? Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like this. Oh, you dirty rat. All right. Look at this numbers. Look at these numbers. This is crazy. This is good. 415 plus 314. So we have a 7. We have a 7. And get this, folks. Get it. Watch. What is 9 minus 2? Another 7 there. There we are. There it is. What is, look at, watch. What is 7 minus 2? 3. Oh, I'm an idiot. 7 minus 2 is 5. What is 5 plus 2? 7. There it is. There it is, folks. Watch yourself. Don't judge me until you've tried to do subtraction in front of a live studio audience. So you would make mistakes too. You would think that 7 minus 2 is 3 or whatever I said. That's crazy. You see that number there? That's a good number. Nah. John, we all know you're drunk on love right now. Oh, by the way, I went out yesterday after the live stream. Uh, Walked out on the garage roof where I'm thinking to put the Starlink. I had the app that I downloaded, and I was doing the obstruction things, and I suckered in all those like dots that are on the app, and then it came back, and the conclusion was great. No obstructions, great. So on that, I think Starlink would be good. And also, the back of the garage also faces north. So, which some of you I think said, and then which I confirmed online, it seems like since we're in the northern hemisphere, the ideal direction is pointing north, anyways. Sorry. Just one more thing. And check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Wait, I forgot. I thought I saw something. I'm trying to remember what it was. Did I miss it? What was I just doing? 7, 9. Oh. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 7. Look at this. 7 plus 9 equals 16. Minus 9 is another 7. Look at that. It's crazy. That's not the one I originally saw. This is like trading at 11 p.m. So you know what it's like to trade at 11 p.m., do you, Matt? You know what I'm doing at 11 p.m., Matt? Making out with my wife. How about them apples? How about them apples, Matt? Go find yourself a woman, Matt. A woman is not a computer in the futures market at 11 p.m., brother. But I have lots of trees around, yeah. For me, no obstructions. I do think, though, I'm going to try NextLink first, because NextLink has 500 up, 500 down. We'll see how the latency goes, but I think I might start there. It is good to know, though, that if I can be very high maintenance about it, and I have Starlink in my back pocket. My woman is the Nazgatita. I think 130. I think I want to say 130, or it might be 150. I can't remember now. The residential max. I'm still trying to figure out, do I want to do a business plan with the priority data and get like the big performance thing? But I don't know if that's necessary, because where we built the house, there are no trees. There are trees generally speaking, but not, like I said, I did the test and the results were great. No obstructions at all. Yeah, NextLink is kind of like a regional thing. I think they started in Texas and they're working their way up. So yeah, they don't have any presence in Ohio, so that's probably why you've never heard of them. Women are more complicated than the market, but also beautiful. Well, I mean, the market can be beautiful too, at times, if you're right. But if you're wrong, brother. Hey, Matt, are you okay, brother? Hey, I was just joking around. I like Matt. It was just a joke, man. He's got no replies. I think I hurt his feelings. It was just a joke, man. I'm just goofing around. That's fine. If you want to make love to the market at 11 p.m., you do that, brother. Just don't trade the London session. That's where I have my concern. All right, good. Well, I mean, yesterday there were clouds in the sky. I wouldn't say it was cloudy. It was a sunny day, but there were clouds in the sky. Oh, you did reply? Did I miss it? Maybe I missed it, brother. Yeah, business plans are a lot more. And like, I have no idea how much data do I use every month. Like, I have no idea how much data does like this live stream take up. I don't. Okay. Are we found me? Or is this a short? I'm gonna try a short here. Okay, risking a whopping 4 points. There's my first target. Okay, just looking for basically a double top rejection here. If it keeps on going, well, guess what? I'm going to have a losing trade. But let's see if it wants to reject like it's done in the past. John B went long. All right, brother. Well, I'm short. Come on down, brother. Hit that first target. All right, I'm going to get this to break even now. So it's either hitting my target now or I'm basically getting out at break even. Dude, you don't have to come down that much more to hit my target at this point. All right, break even. I think. Yeah. 3 to 5 gigs per hour, it looks like. Okay, so let's just say 5, and if I do 4 hours a day, and I do it 5 days a week times 5, so that's 100, and there's what, 4 weeks in it, so times 4, so that's 400 gigabytes then? And you say it looks like. What's your source on that? Grok. Oh, gotcha. All right, well, I'm glad I played it the way I did. Come on, hit Abel. Just hit Abel. You're so close. Abel's been so patient. He's been a great sway trader. He's been holding for like 7 hours. Just hit his target. Don't even, no. Don't you do this to Abel. He's a nice guy. He may be British, but he's a nice guy. May have gotten his butt kicked in 1776, but he's a nice guy, okay? Don't do this to Abel. Dude, don't you even think about it. Maybe just a little pullback here. Oh, don't, no, stop. Abel's a, don't do that to Abel. Are you using Take Profit Trader, Daniel? Oh, yeah. If you were with Take Profit Trader, then that would be irrelevant because Take Profit Trader has very cheap commissions and they're essentially work out the same on both minis and micros. Yeah. Okay. I could see maybe how that would make sense then for you. Yeah, Freenet, just that's why you'll have to get up. That's why, I mean, that's not the main reason why you wouldn't want to trade futures on Webull, but yeah. I think this might be a short here. I might try again. Mainly based on the 5 minute. 5 minute, we're getting this candle here. Basically, what do you want to call it? Doji, spinning top. Happening right at this form of rejection, right at the previous session close, that orange line, which I talked about before. But I feel kind of bad. Because I'm cheering for Abel, but at the same time, if I get short, I'm gonna want Abel to have to. I'm gonna want Abel to live under a bridge. Oh, too late. Too late for me, doggone it. I can't believe you did that to Abel. Can you please tell me the exact? You mean like that right there? So Tiki, OHLC, and then you have all these other things you can choose from. So quite literally, the only thing I use on this entire thing is just right there. Last close. Boom. Tiki OHLC. Hey, Maddie Dented. The Robinhood one is ahead 5 seconds. Well, brother, that makes sense because this is a live stream. So, like, when you are hearing me saying this right now, you're beautiful. I actually said that in my world like 5 seconds ago. So that's why it seems like your Robinhood is ahead of mine because there is a delay in the live stream. And by the way, when I sang the lyric "You're beautiful," I was singing to myself, just to clarify. I was not singing to you. I was singing to myself, Freenet. So don't get all cocky. If you are not aware, I'm the most humble person you'll ever meet. I am humility and beauty wrapped up into a single package. It's crazy. All right, Abel, maybe this will finally be the push. It is hard to be humble, but I'm very humble. Like I said, I'm the most humble person you'll ever come across. I was just in the longest trade I've been in since getting futures. How long was it, Southpaw? Let me guess, 17 seconds. Thank you, Freenet. You have very astute observations. 30 minutes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can you imagine though? That's a thing, Southpaw. Can you imagine being in a trade for like 3 hours? Again, if you were somebody here and you are like, what are you talking about? That's my average hold time. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that yeah, that's just not my personal cup of tea. Yeah. Exactly, pretty cat. Right there. That's why right here. That's why all traders need to have this at their desk. This is wild. It's refusal to just go hit 700. It's just strange. Top Golf got moved to next Friday at 6. I would have just taken profit already. Yeah, I'd probably be with you too. Like, I am not that rigid to say 700 or die. Like, I'm like, all right, this is definitely close enough. Nice job, Southpaw. Driving across North Dakota. I will say one of the coolest things I've experienced is the first time, and I guess only time that I've ever, and I realize you said North Dakota, but South Dakota, and then the speed limit sign said 80. I thought I was hallucinating. 80? Oh, that was amazing. What is the speed limit in North Dakota? Is it also 80? 85 in Utah? God bless those Mormons. Those Mormons got a lot of sports cars, huh? Yeah, there's a couple places that are 75 in Michigan. But I never seen 80 on a speed limit sign before. I teared up. I teared up. A couple of streams or a couple of tears streamed down my face. It's 80. Oh, you're in a truck. Okay, gotcha. 85 in Texas? Well, I mean, I don't. I'm actually shocked that Texas even has speed limits in the first place. So the fact that there's actually a speed limit is kind of disappointing. I thought Texas was the land of the free. It's crazy. Disappointed in Texas. What the speed limit on the Vagabond in Germany is unlimited, right? If you're on the Vagabond over in Germany, go as fast as you want. Yeah, that's what I said, the Vagabond. Yeah, the Vagabond in Germany, you can go as fast as you want. No, I'm sorry, it's not in Germany. It's in Switzerland. That's on me. That's on me. The Vagabond in Switzerland, no speed limit. Stupid. I'm such an idiot. Can't believe I didn't know that. In the four-wheeler, still manage. Right, that's what I said, the Vagabond. In Somalia, that's what I said. I do want to visit the Vagabond in Tokyo sometime so I can go unlimited speed. It'd be funny. It'd be fun. Dude, I know. That's what I said. I said the Vagabond in Australia. You can go as fast as you want. Has anybody ever been to the Vagabond in Puerto Rico before? That's what I said. The Vagabond in Nigeria. I wish some of you guys could listen. The Vagabond in Ethiopia, unlimited speeds. Hey, Steven caught on. There we go, brother. I swear, some of you would believe me if I told you that Yoda was in Star Wars. Some of you would actually fall for that. It's unbelievable. Some of you guys are so gullible. Clay, Yoda's in Harry Potter, dude. I know. It was a joke. I'm not a dent. I know Yoda's not in Star Wars. Some of you are so gullible. It's like I don't know what it's like. It's a magnificent experience. I have all my money tied up in Vogo bonds. No, I couldn't remember though. I know it was a bond something, but Autobahn, that's right. Has anybody ever been to the Autobahn in Germany though? If so, how fast did you actually reach? Oh, Matt's the worst, Matt. Wait, Abel. Congrats, Abel. You got your hit. You got your target hit. Good job on your 16-hour trade, you sway trader dent. Bless your heart. Took 2 hours. Oh, bless your heart. That's crazy. But I'm glad it worked out for you. For clarity's sake, crazy does not mean wrong. Crazy does not mean bad. It just means different in this context. I'm using crazy as like, wow, that's so much different than how I go about things. That's right, Freenet. If I say, come over here, boy, I got some Kool-Aid for you. It's blueberry flavored. Drink away, boys and girls and furries. For you furries, I'll have a bowl that you can drink it out of. Interesting, Deadeye Dave. That's something else. That's true. Or toilet. That's fair. $150. So what Jason, what's the slow lane then? What are people normally going on in the slow lane? People are going 150 in the fast one. On the Autobahn, they recommend 81. About 80. Oh man. That makes me proud of my German heritage. I don't know if I want to someday visit the Germany or not. I know my wife wants to visit the Netherlands at some point. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Slow and steady move up. So if you still believe in the trend here, which I think I do, I will look for a pullback. Hello? Hello? Oh, there we go. No clearly marked. Interesting. Philip, Germany is a must visit. That's true. Just trade the trend. By closing at 1, we might be 20 points high. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So what was it, about 2 weeks ago? A candle like this would be worth what? Probably bare minimum 40 points. Bare minimum 40 points. And that's probably erring on the side of too much caution. Today, this size candle from basically 81 up to there, 94. Let's just call that was about a 14-point candle. But boom, for 14 points. A couple days last week, this candle there would have been like 150 points. And no, I'm not exaggerating. If you were around for a couple days last week, it was nutso, brother. Okay, we're getting a pullback here. Almost like it's a holiday today, Cat. Almost like it's a holiday. Okay, I'm gonna go for a long at the green line. Today is a day where I'm thinking you'd have to try really, like it would take talent to cook an account on a day like today. Some days I'm here and I'll say, hey, I can understand how people cooked accounts. In fact, if you did not cook an account, I would say you're the exception, not the rule. Today, you are definitely the exception if you cooked an account. It would take great skill. Great skill. Does anybody here want to fess up to cooking an account? If so, can you tell us how? My guess would be you just, okay. One area that I could see being okay, like understandable, is this. If you are like short right here, because this started to roll over, so you got short, and then the news hit, I can understand that cook. But outside of this right here, because this was actually a very nice looking short, came up, nice candle there at 21, started to roll back over, so I can completely understand why people getting short, and then news, ba-boom. But outside of that, it would take great talent to cook an account. No, sorry. You could not go long SQQ today. I am in. Because that market is closed, good sir. All right, taking out a little scalpy scalp there. Wow, no account cooked at all this week. Good job, Nas. There was definitely some cookable days this week. Monday was rough in the sense of just slow. $73. What's this? Doxol. I got to get long right there for sure. We have basically the 50 SMA here, and then on the 5-minute, that is basically the 21 EMA. It wasn't the past. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm just saying because the stock market is closed today, it would have been impossible to get cooked on the SQQQ because, well, you were not able to buy it to get cooked. That's great, Jason. Good job. Love to hear it. The power of prop firms. Where a 10% win rate could very well have you with still a good quality ROI. Mommy, what did he say? I said it. It's true. In theory, a 10% win rate, and you could still be looking at a nice little ROI. And it sounds like Jason might be our most recent example of that. Oversized during chop can cook. I mean, right. I'm not saying it's impossible to get cooked. I'm just saying it would take quite a bit of effort to get cooked on a day like today, outside of that one news situation. I'm trying to get long at the green line. Trying to buy this pullback. But if it turns into a reversal, Doxol. I'm just waiting for the irony to show up. Like I keep talking about, man, if you got cooked on a day like today, man, and watch me get cooked here. Yeah, 1,000 cuts exactly. Will you get enough cuts, Clay? Yeah, but that's my point. Yeah, it would take a lot of cuts. Whereas like last week, it would take like just a single cut because a cut last week was like a flesh wound. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Oh, okay. You're just gonna go up. Fine, fine. I just wanted you to pull back a little bit more. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Days like today are very scary because you have expansion risk. Where you'd be like, and you'd be right to say, man, it's quite slow. Because it's quite slow, let me just up my size. And then if for something, whatever that's news, a tweet, whatever, then all of a sudden, if it expands, what is it? If volatility just expands out, man, that's how you can just get cooked like that. Whereas on the other end of things, if right now it were super, super volatile, and then you have contraction, in other words, the price just slows down, it's like, okay, that's not going to cook an account. That might get annoying. Like, oh, where did all the movement go? But at least there's not like a threat of cooking an account. You just get annoyed. So, but right now we have that expansion risk. We're slow, 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 and then all of a sudden, boom, you can get caught off guard. So, in other words, if I had to choose, I'd rather have it be very volatile. With the only right, if it's very Clay, you could get more volatile. That's true. That's true. But like, you would kind of already be ready for that just because of position size. But like, I'd much rather have it be very volatile and then stop being volatile compared to not being volatile and then all of a sudden volatile. Expansion risk. Prepare to be gap. You mean gap? Morning, Batman. Happy 1 week anniversary of the bat bite. Yeah, it was a week ago today, about a couple hours ago. How is it? I haven't checked on it in a while. Is my finger supposed to be black like that or no? I have a funeral I have to go do this afternoon to support a friend. And then was gonna do Top Golf, but I actually, thankfully, the group of friends, they were willing to change it because I texted last night. I'm like, hey, can we maybe move Top Golf because where the funeral's at is an hour away, and then Top Golf also basically an hour away in Des Moines, but not until 6 tonight. So like, I'd go to the funeral, come back. There's 2 hours of driving. Go to Top Golf, drive back. There's another 2 hours. So I was like, can we move that? Because man, I don't know if I got 4 hours of driving in me today. But thankfully, it was moved to next Friday. So now no more plans tonight. My family comes back tomorrow. So yeah, I guess my weekend plans will be some house cleaning. Make it look like I have not been a bachelor for the past week, but I've done a good job about it, so I don't have a huge mess. So yeah, that's my weekend plans. What about all of you? Any cravings for blood? I mean, is wanting a steak, is that a craving for blood or no? At this point, maybe. Maybe, Robert. Hey, did you check your email? BB, yeah, barbecue. Are you guys working or are you guys done today? Any word on the inspection? Is inspection going to happen today? Do you know yet, Robert? Smoke some ribs. Nice. Dude, that reminds me, our oven is broken. Again, it's fine. But it seems like, I don't know. Sometimes it's just, it's not. It's not. It just seems like everything in the house, that our temporary house right now that we're living in until our new house is built, seems like everything's breaking right now. It's almost like they bought an appliance package at once from the same brand, and this brand, like all their components, tend to fail around the same time. Inspection will be today. Hey. Oh, and by the way, for all you guys that are like, electricians don't clean up after themselves, Robert and the boys, so for context, KNX Woodle is one of the electricians working on my house right now. They've been cleaning. They've been sweeping. And the inspections today. Love to hear it. Reminded me of you, Clay, yesterday when the Qatar player accidentally hit a Canadian player's leg and broke it. Like, okay, but my question is, was it a legit break or like do one of these like play acting breaks? Like, I'll understand laying on the ground if you have like a compound fracture. Oh, okay. It was a real break. Okay, well that's different. That's different. Wait, play acting? Okay, now we have two conflicting stories. All within 3 weeks, yeah, Homer. It happens. It happens. That's why I hope as part of anybody's budget, you have like the house upkeep where every month you just throw a little bit of money into it. And it seems like a waste because that amount just grows and grows and grows. And you're like, okay, what's the point? Why am I not spending that money every month? Why am I throwing it into this column? But man, when something breaks, you like to see that part of your budget. Like, I'm glad I've been doing that. Play act. I mean, breaking it while playing the. So, okay, so that's what I'm saying is he was not faking like an injury. It was a genuine break. Okay. Well, again, that's. See, that is, I would argue, That's good for the sport of soccer. That shows you how intense it can be. But the mere fact that I had to question, the mere fact I had to say, well, was it a true break? Or like, was the guy acting as if he broke his leg? That is my problem with soccer. The mere fact I have to even question that. Where if soccer could just make it like, dang, soccer can be brutal. This dude busted his leg, and nobody has to ask, well, is it real or fake? I mean, that's where soccer starts to build up that street cred. Should do that for car maintenance too. Agreed. Yes. Yep. Agreed. Whatever that area is in your budget, it should be there. Because when it's not, that's how people find themselves in a world of hurt all of a sudden. Wait, what broke? Wait, it cost that much? Well, I don't have that. Uh-oh. That's right. The USA is playing today. Yeah, I'm choosing to go watch a game of 80-year-old women play croquet. So that sounds a little bit more exciting. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing this evening during the game. I know I had the choice, but I'm choosing 80-year-old women playing croquet. Croquet, I think it is. Yeah. See, I don't even know the name of the sport, but that's what I'm gonna go do. Sounds a little bit more exciting. Wow. People are upset. Not a single wow. It was just a joke. That's crazy. Well, I mean, I played soccer until 6th grade, until I could finally play the true man sport, aka football. I remember asking my parents if we could become Catholic because Catholics, what is it? Yeah, CYO football, Catholic youth something. They could start playing football in like 4th grade or something. So I had to play soccer until the public school system where I grew up offered football, which was 7th grade. And that was the day I became a man. The first day of football practice, I could feel hairs growing in my armpits. I could feel my voice sounding like this. I lifted up my arm and I took a whiff. I thought, what is that? Son, that's what we call body odor. Oh, I still remember that day. First day of football practice. All the other guys in 7th grade that stuck with soccer, they're over there. They look like swimmers that have shaven their legs. Not a hair in sight. They all talk like this. Meanwhile, me and the fellow football players, I gotta go, brothers. I gotta go shave my beard, even though I just shaved 3 minutes ago. You're welcome, Robert. That was the day I became a man. How did I? Oh yeah, no, I've definitely seen soccer. I used to play soccer. I used to actually play travel soccer, believe it or not. I still remember Avon Lake, Ohio tournament. 6th grade. There was a couple of girls that I wanted to impress, so I ate an entire large pizza by myself. And then I still remember trying not to throw up the rest of the night. Anna and Lindsay. Why I remember that, I do not know. I do remember because they kept encouraging me. I'm like, these girls are actually talking to me. Girls, and okay, more context. I still am scared of girls. So the fact that these girls that were pretty, that I was scared of, were encouraging me to eat one more piece of pizza, I ate that whole piece of pizza. And that was part of a travel team soccer tournament in Avon Lake, Ohio. So, yeah, I've not only have I watched soccer, I played soccer. 6 kids, not so. Yeah, not. Whoa, hey, all right, buckle up. 11:31. What's oil doing? Not really a whole lot. Again, now this looks crazy, but how much actually was this? This was 81 up to, okay, this was a 20-point spaz out, which is not that much of a spaz out. But on a day like today, yeah. Yeah, so much so that, compound wealth, if you drop the ball out of your hands in football, that's like really bad. Unless, of course, you're punting. But other than that, yeah, there is some irony there. All kidding aside, I have great respect for people that play soccer. A lot of good coordination. A lot of good coordination. All sports, they all deserve an ass. I mean, really any skill, right? I watch. Oh, yeah. Uh, so like this right here. I don't know how to play instruments or anything like that, but like right here, I can appreciate the skill that goes into that video right there. That was bad. Nope, nope. That was stupid. That was bad in the business sense. Clay, did you really just post a link to drive people away from your live stream? What are you doing, you moron? Yeah. I never claimed to be a good businessman. Okay? That was stupid. But right here. No, that's still not good because, yeah, never mind. Never mind. That's bad business. What am I doing with my life? Yeah. That's so true. Those orange slices. Missed the 5-minute 21. Did I, though? Or is it going to come back down? Yep. Yeah. Same reason why a lot of football, I don't know about a lot, but same reason why some athletes do ballet. Insane for your balance. I think Jerry Rice, right? Isn't he kind of who made what made that famous, or is that just an old wives' tale? Did Jerry Rice do ballet? Wait, stop. You're telling me that's been a wives' tale this whole time? No, Jerry Rice did not do formal ballet training. My heart is breaking in front of your eyes right now. I've been lied to my entire childhood. What you're witnessing right now is a 43-year-old man just realizing that something he literally thought was true until just about 7 seconds ago was actually not true. I'm reflecting right now on all the people of my life that perpetrated a falsity. Yeah, no, my worldview has been shattered right now. It was definitely not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was too busy gambling. They have no time. Lots of things we have in our heads are false. Yep. Always makes me wonder right now, what other things are false in my head? What things right now are false in your head, Ace Trades? What will be the new tobacco? What will be the new asbestos? That's always a tricky one. My wife would probably say food dyes. The thing that we're going to look back on and be like, man, I can't believe they did that back then. Plastic. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting topic. Maybe it is plastics. Who knows? All right. Well, we got some movement here, though, here, boys. High fructose corn syrup. It's just bizarre. Like at one point, like smoking, oh yeah, no big deal. Like and now it's like that. So like, huh? How did you miss that? Is long the move? Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing at it long right there. I lied. I'm gonna come down a little bit more right there. There we go. Okay, I'm trying to catch a knife. I'm not lying to myself. I'm trying to catch a knife, but I do think I'm doing it logically. But it is still a knife catch nonetheless. Yeah, maybe I should just be getting short. I don't know. Just go with the flow right now. But man, this flow seems like it could be getting ready to stop flowing. News, I don't know. This, in all actuality, this is only like 30. We're not even at a 50-point move yet over multiple candles. Don't get me wrong, 50 points is a lot, but like true news, like 50 points can happen in like the blink of an eye. Well, this one started up here. Uh-oh. I think it would have been filled at my original before I moved it. I guess I don't know if that. Oh, no. Did I just move myself out of a trade? I don't think I would have been hit. No. I was at 51, I think. I don't know if I would have been filled there or not. That's true. A little birdie told me at 1 p.m. there's going to be a news event and all trading's going to freeze. I have inside information from Somalian hackers that at 1 p.m. Eastern, the market's going to freeze. Your platform will stop moving. But Clay, how could you know Somalian hackers? Trust me, brother and sister and furry. I know. Don't tell anybody. I was at 51. Okay. Whew, I would not have been filled anyways. But I have Somalian hacker friends that had let me know that the markets are going to freeze at 1 p.m. Eastern. They said, brother, we're shutting it all down. If you don't believe me, that's fine. But when your platform stops moving at 1 p.m. Eastern, you just remember who told you so. I know. A lot of you think I'm joking, and I do joke around a lot. But when you see the market freeze and stop moving at 1 p.m. Eastern, you're going to know Clay's either a savant or he has inside information with Somalian hackers. I can't. I wish all the people doubting me right now, thinking that I'm joking about this. I wish I could put a camera on their or like on their, somewhere in their office, wherever they're gonna be at when 1 o'clock shows up. All right, Todd. All right, I think I'm gonna cancel this one out. I tried. Did not work. Brothers. Please stop saying Somalia. Why? That is the source of my information. I mean, let's be real. Well, how about you? Please stop saying Somalia. How about them? How about them apples? You need to please stop saying Somalia. How about that? Do we have a deal? Clay, will you make a phone call to have the hours? I can try. Yeah, if you look over here, the reason why I got a little tricky is because there's several bounce areas. So just this general area thinking, okay, well, it's bounced here before. Maybe we can get another bounce. And we did get a bounce. However, I chose the wrong spot. Chat getting good. Looking short here on the break below the 2-minute candle. Oh, right here? Below which 2-minute candle? That one? I got a call from a wombat. Got a call from a wombat. Yeah, that sounds totally credible. I fully believe that. I'm not second guessing that for a moment. You'll be the phone. All right. Well, I gotta get moving. Like I said, I gotta get to that funeral here. But before I go, if you want to help support the stream, if you enjoy it, this is completely viewer supported. So if you want to help the stream, just keep on going and keep it ad free. Then code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms. It is case sensitive, so it's got to be Clay in all caps. So any of these prop firms, whatever their current promotion is, whatever deals they're offering, code Clay will give that to you. So you can accomplish a couple of things. You can help save yourself some money and help keep this live stream that you're going. Along with keeping it ad-free. I recommend Take Profit Trader, but I do understand that everybody's at kind of different locations in their journey. So with any of these prop firms, like I said, if you want to help support the stream and save yourself some money, code Clay, all caps, is how you can do that. So all kidding aside, the markets do close at 1 p.m. Eastern today, and then they'll open back up Sunday at normal time, 6 p.m. Eastern. And I am talking about the futures market in case anybody's confused. Stock markets, options markets, bonds, they're all closed today. But that is all I have. So I won't be able to stay to close today just because of this real life stuff. But want to go support a buddy. So got to get moving here. So thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your days. Have a great weekend. Don't do anything too stupid because you got to be back Monday morning. So I'll be back Monday morning at the very latest, 11 a.m. Eastern. On your way out, if you don't mind hitting the like button, that would be helpful. And if you are not yet a subscriber, hit subscribe. And usually I show up before 11 a.m. Eastern every day. So turn on the notification bell, and that way it will notify you when I do show up. But the latest I'll be here on Monday is 11 a.m. Eastern time. So thank you, everybody, again for being here. I appreciate it. Had a good week. Today was a little bit slower as to be expected, but hey, still got some green. So take care. Have a good weekend, everybody. Hit that like button. See everybody back Monday.